Hi, guys. Welcome back to another episode of Let Me Yap a Little with your host, Jessica Woods. It is a beautiful day today, and I am so ready to catch up and yap. We are on episode 8, and this episode we'll be diving into the series I introduced a few weeks ago. The seasons here near and far. And this will be pretty much episode 2 of that series. And today we will be discussing about pickiness, specifically how pickiness can save you from heartbreak. Because at the end of the day, there is nothing wrong with being picky to an extent, of course, but I feel like at sometimes there's such a negative stigma when it comes to, oh my gosh, you're so picky, or like, just give this a chance, like, can just be something in general, or give a person a chance. And at the end of the day, I've always believed it's good to be picky. Pickiness, in my opinion, shows boundaries. It shows firm beliefs on things. It shows that things that you stand by cannot be wavered by anyone else's opinions, thoughts, judgment. And at the end of the day, specifically when it comes to relationships, it has personally saved me from heartbreak. My pickiness has led me to not be with certain people for the better based off of me not letting go of my beliefs, my morals, my opinions on how I see a person would fit me in the best way possible. Granted, it's always great to be open-minded when it comes to things. I'm a firm believer also that whoever you're with, y'all can't be too much alike. Y'all have to have some differences. And I guess that's why I also struggle with that concept of opposites attract, because I feel like that's true in some cases, but in other cases, I feel like you need someone that's different from you. You need someone that is also alike, but different in ways that can help you grow in other aspects, allows you to see the world in a different light. Because having someone that's the same and agreeing on everything, I feel like that's just boring. It's just boring. I need some excitement in whoever I'm with. I expect them to also, I'm gonna be my own person and I can provide excitement for myself, but also, like, if I'm with them, I want to have I want to see life in a new way through their eyes as well, if that makes sense. But yeah, I kind of went off on a tangent, but let me circle back. So, yes, today we'll be talking about pickiness and how it can save you for heartbreak. It really can prevent you from heartbreak in so many ways. If we start off with just growing up, being younger, like, I feel like that's when we start to grow into who we are as a person at a very young age. And I mean, we're picky when you can be picky when it comes to the foods you want to eat, the sports you want to play, the shows you want to watch. Like, all of that contributes to how you develop as a person. Who and what you decide to surround yourself by plays a big role in that, in many ways stems from pickiness. Granted, people are different. I mean, some people are open book. They can be friends with anyone, get involved with anything, just have a very, very, very open mindset and are down to try anything and everything. And then other people kind of keep their distance when it comes to certain things, are like, we'll test it out and be like, yeah, that's not for me. I'm good. When it comes to meeting people, we have these personalities like type A, type B, introverts, extroverts, ambiverts, when you're literally both. Um, but yeah, I feel like we develop these personalities based off of being picky in some aspect. And when we're talking about relationships and how being picky can save you from heartbreak, it's really just deciding who you really want to spend your time with, and while you're spending your time with them, is it worth it? And are they hindering you in any aspect? Are they making you doubt yourself, your wants, your needs? Are they making you feel less than? I feel like a lot of times as humans, we'll put ourselves in relationships, and in the beginning, it's all fine and dandy. Like, get along great with this person. We can even possibly see a future with this person. But then, as the days, as the weeks, as the months go by, the years even, we start to question certain things. And at times we could question it and put it on the back burner and be like, oh, I'm being dramatic or I'm being too picky. Like, let me calm down. This is just something minor. Let me just see it through. And then it comes to a point where you can't just keep on seeing things through and you gotta stick to how you feel at the end of the day. And I feel like that's where pickiness for me has come into play. I have given people chances, and I'll date someone for a few months or so. And I'll honestly say, by the first few months, I'll maybe catch one little red flag or just something that I just don't fully agree with or like would want in a partner. So, like maybe like a beige flag, and I'll let it slide. Try to see it through, see how other ways this relationship can be an addition to my life and not make me question it constantly. And eventually, when things end, I'll start thinking, like, man, this could have ended so much sooner. I could have just stopped wasting my time. I could have really just trust my gut too. Like, I feel like that's a huge part because we could be picky with certain things, but then we'll have other people are like just in our head, other people's opinions are just like you yourself just being in your head and like doubting it and being like, oh, no, 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 no. Like, let me just move on for that. Like, you'll just like divert. And it's really like you got to trust your gut when it comes to also being picky. Like, stand strong on what you believe in, 10 toes down, and move forward with it. And so, when it comes to having that pickiness attribute within yourself, it's also important to do you because I feel like it's a strong standard of not settling for less. And when I say not settling for less, I truly mean just not taking away what you truly want in a partner, because at the end of the day, whoever you end up with, eventually when you start getting older, the relationships start to become more serious. It's not just a fun little, oh yeah, I'm dating them, like we'll see where it goes, but I'm not expecting much, like it is what it is, like I'm not, like I'll be fine. Eventually it starts to be like, oh, I'm entering my late 20s. Oh, I'm in my 30s now. Oh, I'm in my late 30s. Like, you start to see, oh, okay, so whoever I'm deciding to spend my time with, especially when we're hitting that 2 to 3 year mark, I hope like there's a future with them, if anything. And I hope that who I'm choosing is the right person. Whoever you're going to marry, you would hope to stay with them till death do you part. So I feel like you need to be picky. This person is gonna see you at your highest of highs and your lowest of lows. They're gonna see you experience some of the best moments of your life and some of the most gut wrenching moments you'll ever experience. And having the right person by your side is so important. And I feel like with my generation, we can be too lackadaisical when it comes to picking the right person. We really be just like going with the flow at times, just filling out the vibes, but not really filling them out to the point that looking within them, minus how they look on the outside, really digging deep within that person and seeing who they are. And that goes the same when someone's dating you. I feel like whenever something becomes so serious to the point that it's leading to marriage or y'all are literally already married at that point, I would hope that y'all have seen each other through some good times and bad times in the in betweens, only experiencing that honeymoon phase. And then, oh my gosh, you're still in love. So, of course, we're going to get married. Like, and it's like, oh, we'll figure out how it goes. Like, no, I feel like you should figure out some things before you make those big steps. And yeah, I feel like my generation is just not picky enough. We're so set on not judging people too much, but it's like, no, like bring back some judgment. I'm sorry, but we've become a little bit too soft when it comes to building relationships. And I feel like that's why, especially for me, like my some of my friends like growing up, they're like, "Oh my gosh, Jessica, you're too picky. Like, it's okay. Like, it's really not that deep." And it's like, actually, I think it is that deep. I really do think it is that deep because at the end of the day, this person that I'm choosing to spend my time with, like, my time is precious and their time is precious too. So let's not waste each other's time. We only get one life to live. And I want to live it to the fullest. And as humans, like I've mentioned in the past, we desire companionship. And it's no point of being with someone that's gonna eventually lead to so much heartbreak. And granted, some heartbreak is unpreventable. Like, you're gonna experience some heartbreak that you really couldn't have planned for, you couldn't prevent in any case scenario. Like, it just happens. That was just what was meant to be, unfortunately. But in other areas, you can. Like, if you're being told this guy is a F boy, he literally is constantly cheating, he only cares about hooking up, but you're a girl that's a strictly lover girl, you love, you want to be with someone that's fully committed to you, that doesn't mess around, that literally has high morals and standards, treats women right. Why would you spend your time with an F boy? That's where it comes to the point where you're drifting away from what you stand for and you're letting go of that pickiness so you can just be with someone. And yeah, I feel like that's literally the worst thing you can do. And another example, I mean, if y'all literally don't see eye to eye on so many things, politically wise, environmentally wise, like just on the world, like we all have our own opinions on things, and granted we're not always going to agree on certain things, but if it's strong beliefs that you have when it comes to even religion and they don't see eye to eye on that whatsoever, see yourself out that relationship. Like, don't stick around and then fall more and more in love with them in other aspects of who they are as a person, and then you're eventually heartbroken because at the end of the day it was never going to work out. And also another thing that I will never truly change about myself is not rushing a relationship. Um, Take your time. Really get to know this person. And that goes back to what I was saying before of seeing each other through the highs and lows, the good and bad. Like, really take your time. There's no need to rush. We, God willing, have so much life to live, and to just rush into relationship after relationship and not looking within yourself. Because listen, you can be the problem too. Like, listen, I will be the first one to admit I knew I had avoidant attachment issues, because it was one thing for me to be like, oh, yeah, like, I don't like people that are clingy. Like, yeah, but also it's like, I was very avoidant when it came to just being in relationships, because it's like I'll be with the person for a few months or so, and then I'm like, yeah, let me just leave now. Like, it's just, and I, that also can stem from fear of being heartbroken, because I've never loved a guy, but I've had strong liking towards guys. And I feel like the point where I could see myself actually loving them, I would in some ways step back. But also looking back, all the people I've dated in the past, that it would have never worked out to begin with. But still, I did have that avoidant attachment mindset, and I've grown to work on that. So yeah, there's no need to rush, because if I just stayed in relationships due to just being in one, I would have been extremely heartbroken in more ways than another. And yeah, I've saved myself from that, thank goodness. But the older I've gotten, granted, I'm 27 right now. My frontal lobe has only been developed for 2-ish years. I'll soon be 28, but yeah, I'm still a baby in the adult world when you think about it. So I'm thankful for the life experiences that I've gone through with relationships, friendships, even. But also, I mean, don't put too much pressure on yourself. We live, we learn, we grow, as I love to say. And also, I feel like it's very important to just know when it's time to walk away, a saying that I love to live by is, if someone likes you, you'll know. And if they don't, you'll be confused. I repeat, if someone likes you, you will know. And if they don't, you will be confused. And I know as women and men, because girls be doing this too, the whole breadcrumbing stuff. Like you'll be talking to someone, you'll be dating, and it's been a while, and the little breadcrumbs start coming through, and confusion of what is this? What can this be? Yeah, walk away. You shouldn't be that confused. If they like you, they will make it known. They will put the effort in to spend time with you, to get to know you, to make an effort in any way that you have expressed of how you want to grow with someone. And if they're not doing any of that, yeah, they really don't give a crap about you. I'm sorry. I'm sorry, Buki. They don't. And you just got to learn when to walk away. And yes, it's hard at times, but I mean, at the end of the day, you'll look back and be like, I'm thank goodness, because the person you do end up being with is going to be the right one for you. And you won't have that doubt of, oh my gosh, do they actually like me? Or, oh my gosh, am I with them for the right reasons? Like, is this the right thing? You won't be questioning so much because you are truly aligned. Another way when it falls into not rushing relationships is to go by the 3 to 6 month rule. I don't know. I feel like a lot of people are familiar with this like set on set rule, but it's pretty much by the 3 to 6 month mark, you should have been able to get to know whoever you're seeing at different little spurts within y'all's short dating history, where you can see if this person is worth moving forward with. In that 3 to 6 month mark, you are able to determine if I should continue pursuing and furthering a relationship with this person or not. And in my opinion, I feel like it's important to go by that 3 to 6 month rule, because you're, for one, like I said, not rushing it. You're taking your time and getting to know them. You're not immediately jumping into a full on exclusive relationship where you're a boyfriend and girlfriend. You're really getting to see each other, just how y'all function on your own as individuals, but also like getting to know someone, being with someone, dating, but y'all are not like locked in fully. And through that, I feel like you start to see people's true colors more, to the point that you can be like, oh, yeah, they're the one for me. Yup, that's it. Or you're like, yeah, I'm out of here. Cut the cameras, deuces. And yeah, I feel like going by that 3 to 6 month rule has saved me from heartbreak. Pickiness has saved me, but going by that 3 to 6 month rule, oh boy, oh boy, oh boy, that crap has saved me in more ways than I can imagine. And I'm glad I've like stuck by that. But I do find myself like, it really should have ended at 2 months, not even 3 months. So I like, sometimes I'm like, girl, Jessica, wake up, girl. You're being delusional. So yeah, sometimes I can find myself being delusional. So if you're in that spot right now, or if you have experienced that in the past, listen, I've been there too. Don't worry about it. Because what? We live, we learn, we grow. I just honestly, the older I've gotten, I've just enjoyed going through life and going through these trials and tribulations, because it has truly shaped me into a better person. I've learned to just accept when things don't work out and not to dwell on it too much, because listen, I'm young and turned. Let me go out and live my best life. And me like thinking about the past or what could have been is doing harm and definitely no good. And for anyone that's out there that's constantly being told you're too picky, you're not. I feel like you can never be too picky. You can be too judgmental, but I honestly, I know previously I mentioned that you can probably be a little bit too picky, but I kind of want to take that back. I feel like you can't be too picky. You can be too judgmental, and keep that pickiness. Stand by it. Stand for what you want, in a person and go after it because listen, there's someone out there for everyone. I truly believe it. They might not be in the state you're living in. You might have to go overseas to get your boo thing, but trust me, they're out there and they're for you. And when you find them, you'll be like, it was worth the wait all this time. So yeah, guys, it was so much chatting with you all as usual. And I will see you guys again for another Yap Sesh. Bye, guys.